So here we're going to talk about direct proportion. So in my example, I've said x and y are in direct proportion. And I've been given that when x is 2, y is 10. Now, when two quantities are in direct proportion, what happens is if I increase x by a certain amount, I would increase y by the same amount. This means if I was to multiply or divide x by a certain amount, I will multiply or divide y by the same amount. So here, when x is 2, y is 10, we can have the question, what is the value of y when x is 6? So I can see if x is 6, from 2, it's been increased 3 times as much. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. So I would need to increase the y value by multiplying by 3 as well. So what is the value of y when x is 6? Well, it must be 30. So this one is 30. And the next one, what is the value of x when y is 50? So this time y has been increased from 10 to 50. So that means it's been multiplied by 5. So 10 times 5 is 50. And I will have to multiply 2 by 5 to get the value of x. When y is 50, x must be 2 times 5, which is 10. Now ask yourself, what is the value of x when y is 5? So now I'm going to say y is equal to 5. What's the value of x? So this time you can see 10 has been divided by 2 to get 5, or I can say 10 has been multiplied by a half to get 5. So I will need to divide 2 by 2, or I'll need to times 2 by a half. So 2 times a half is 1. So this x here will be equal to 1. Now I want to show you some other relationships that we can see when two things are in direct proportion. So notice how I used my same values. So 2 and 10, I've written them here. 6 and 30, I've written them here. 10 for x and 50 for y, I've written them here. And our last one, x was 1 and y equals 5, I've put them here. Now notice I haven't put it in any order. So it goes from 2 to 6 to 10 to 1 and then to 3 again. Okay, so this doesn't need to be in order, but what I can do is I can have a reference point. So I can start from here and work out what this one is. I can start from here and work out what this one is. So I can see to go from 2 to 3, I need to multiply by 1.5. So I will need to multiply 10 by 1.5 to get this. Now I could have also used this one as my reference point. So I could say 6 divided by 2 is 3. 30 divided by 2 will give me this number. And you will see both ways I actually get the same number, which is 15. Okay? And again, I could have also used this one or this one. This one might be the easiest one to use because I have 1 here and 5 there. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Okay? Now, this one here is 2.5, and I need to find this value there. Now, if I look across here, I can see that this one might be the easiest to use. I could also use 10. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. 2 divided by 4 is 0.5. So that's one way I could do that. Or I could have used this one. I could have said 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, and 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So this one is 0.5. So I could have done this like that, and this one here. So divide by 2, or I could say times by a half, and divide by 2. I could have also done from here to here, divide by 4, and it will be the same here as well. Divide by 4. Okay, so I could use any of these as my reference point to get to any of these. Now, I'm going to change the color. I'm going to use red now to show you a different relationship. Now, when two things are in direct proportion, you will also find a relationship going this way, okay, or back up. So if I go down, 2 times 5 is 10. So times 5 going this way, and going up is divide by 5. And you will see that this is true for any of these. So 10 times 5 is 50. 50 divided by 5 is 10. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. And it works for any of these. 0.5 times 5 is 2.5. 2.5 divided by 5 is 0.5. So this is another relationship that we can use when we're looking at direct proportion. So here are some questions for you. So A and B are in direct proportion here. You need to copy and complete the two tables. So copy and complete these tables, filling in the values that go in the boxes.